We have Bretzel 1.0, which is going to be laying down on your side. Draw the other leg here. Bottom leg's going to be behind you. There we go. And we're going to stack our hips on top of each other. Okay? And then from there, I'm going to pin my knee to the ground and then open my chest up to the sky. And this isn't a... Okay, the next one is Bretzel 2. This is another hip, but it's going to be the glute on the opposite side. So that left leg is forward. It's going to be that glute on that left leg. We're going to go ahead and reach it out in front. And we're just falling forward. So I'm just either going to reach here, or I can do both arms. Yep. But we're just going to rep out, 1 rep at a time. For 5, want your left leg forward, and then 5 with your right leg in front. Good. This next one is adductor rock. We're going to have both knees wide, hands out in front of us. So we're like in this tabletop position or quadruped position. Okay. You're going to go ahead and squat your hips down in between your feet as far as you can handle it. This is called quadruped rock. And there's 3 of these different kinds of quadruped rock. So we did 2 of the Bretzels. There's 2 Bretzels that we did, and then we have 3 or 2 quadruped rocks with where the first one here is with both knees, both toes down on the ground like this for 5 reps or so. And then the second one is going to be with that leg extended out to the side, toes pointed forward. Okay? Yep. And then we'll do that. Sometimes I'll point the toe up to the sky, but it's either going to be to the sky or foot flat on the ground forward. We're going to go 5 with your right leg extended out, 5 with your left leg extended out. On it. Cool. 3-way hip stretch, same concept, but this time we're going to go diagonal or forward, diagonal, and then lateral out to the side. And these are typically stretches that I would say to do during a track meet or before a track workout per se. All right, now we'll go world's greatest stretch. You were doing that already, but now we'll go world's greatest stretch. And this world's greatest stretch in here, we're also going to throw in our hamstring stretch in the mix of it. So you're going to rotate open, elbow down to the ankle, stretch that hamstring out. 5. I say 3 to 5 on each side, depending on how flexible and mobile you are and how tight and stiff you are, will depend on how many you necessarily need to do. And then we're going to go forward lunge. And again, you can reach, rotate, whatever feels good for you. But we want to stretch that quad out. Hamstring ankle scoops. We're going to go just like that. We're going to go 5 on each side. Go here. And this is on your own too, okay? So we're up, out, around, up. Yep, there we go, just like that. And we're just gonna go 10 each one. almost as if there was like a hurdle underneath my right side of my body or your left side of your body. Okay, leg swings. Again, feel good, 10 or feel good. And then when I do my leg swings forward and backwards, I like to keep my foot on the one side of my body without letting my hip open up or my leg open up. I try to keep my toe straight up, and then when I swing it back, it's straight down. So we're gonna go feel good, 10, and then 10 to the other side. And then we're gonna be here. Toe raises, the tibialis raises, 20 of them here. With this work to get better at it. So we're gonna start with our marches, and in our marches, we're on the balls of our feet. I'm using the ball of my foot like a hammer, and I'm pounding through the ground like there's a nail underneath my foot. When I lift my shoulders or when I lift my knees up, I'm here, arms are pumping. We want to really over exaggerate the arms right now because we're about to start running as fast as possible. There's no need to leave our arms behind at this point, okay? Let's go ahead and start moving forward. Good. Get that foot comfortable with that powerful striking against the ground. The more power you can produce, the faster you can get your feet to cycle, the faster you'll run. Good. Okay, now we got leg swings coming back, or we're just gonna go walk here, here's your toe. We don't want to kick that leg out to the side and open up the hips. We want to try to keep everything north and south. Or up and down. Good. I'm going to watch you for a second. Good, there we go. Try not to let that toe fan out at the top there. I'm going to pause you. Pause. Okay, yeah. Feel that, so feel that in your hip. Drop that toe down from your hip. Okay, yeah. Good. Okay, now we have toe touches. Same thing, but now we're going, and I'm having one foot across this line right here, one foot on the other side, one foot on the right, one foot on the left. I want to keep that foot there. I don't want my foot to cross boundaries or cross my body. And I'm tall and I reach up for that hand or for that foot, almost like I'm doing a hurdle. Good. Double tap, straight legs bounce. So we're going boom, 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 boom. Good. Straight leg bounce. Now we're gonna expand and get out a little bit more quicker. Okay. Looking for speed, but rhythm. Okay. So develop the rhythm, and we're going to strike down. We want to make sure that when we increase our how good our front side mechanics are, and decrease the backside mechanics. Right? You understand front side versus backside mechanics, right? Okay. So as we strike, boom. We don't want to flick and then bring up like that, and we don't want to kick. Okay. We want to just place. It's like I lift my leg up so that I can strike it back down. You know what I mean? Like if I'm gonna go here, boom, boom, and we're gonna extend, 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 extend. This one, we'll stand in place and do it. Right here. Yep. And then we're gonna move forward. There we go. Good. Cycle, cycle. Good. Don't lean back, lean in. So now we got that double tap high knees. Now we're going boom, 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 switch, 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 switch. There we go. Arms pumping, arms pumping. Good. Awesome. Okay. Now we got high knees. Okay. Take your time. All right. But we're going to come back with high knees. We're going to go all the way down, and we'll come back with butt kickers. Okay. Whenever you're ready. Good. Good. Speed up, speed up, speed up. Good. I'm going to have you do high knees again. And what I want is you to like develop some speed throughout it, meaning that you're going faster and faster as you get closer to the ground. Not necessarily your feet are coming off the ground faster and faster, which will in turn happen, but I want you to focus on really opening up your stride as you get closer to the other side. Okay? So again, same thing, but start to open up that stride the further you get. Okay? Ready, set, go. There we go. Open it up, open it up, open it up, open it up. Good. Awesome. Okay. Now we're going butt kickers, coming back. All right. We want to make sure that we're getting our knees up and are striking our heels to our glutes, and we step down, not cycle down. Okay. Step straight down. All right. Imagine if there was something in front of you and you couldn't reach that. You can't reach that foot out. You got to keep that foot tight and put it right back down. As moment you feel that foot strike the hips, boom, or hit your hamstring, hit off of your calf muscle, boom, it goes straight down to the ground. Okay? You feel that reaction, right? When you kick your heel up and you feel that leg, like those two muscles like kind of like feel each other and then they like push off of each other. You feel that, right? Use that momentum already that's being developed. You know what I mean? Don't fight against it. Don't feel that and then kick out and then strike down. Let that foot, once it strikes it, it goes boom, straight back down. Boom, 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 boom. Okay? All the way down. And we're going to keep on increasing our speed as we get further down. Okay? There it is. Good. Awesome job. We're going to get up. There we go. Good. Now this is going to be the one that we have to be cautious about and think about when it comes down to you in particular, okay? The single leg pogo hops, all right? So we're going down with our right foot, coming back with our left foot, or switching up, doesn't matter what your choice. But what I want to see is we're going to go, if I'm doing it in place, I'm going, you see the right leg pick up and snap back down, okay? What I don't want to see is this, or that left leg working hard and the right leg's just kind of like waiting for the contact back on the ground. We want to create that contact, okay? So we're constantly drilling that ground. 1, 2, and you notice I'm not going high, I'm not going fast. 2, boom, boom, boom. I'm just striking the ground, making that rhythm happen, okay? Now obviously be smart, okay? I don't want you to roll your ankle, I don't want you to hurt your ankle doing this, and we shouldn't feel pain, okay? So if you are, let me know, please. Okay? Do it in place first. There we go. With every single one. Okay? Whenever you're ready. When your foot strikes the ground, I want you to strike the ground with confidence, okay? Don't overextend, don't overdo it. We want to just get the body understanding how we want to bound. For the first one, because we're going to do 2 or 3 of these. For the first one, I just want to see you just kind of like fix the form of bounding. Get into each perfected form. Arms big, knee drive, holding your form. Bound, it doesn't have to be far. We just want to get into form, okay? And almost like dial in so our foot, when our foot strikes the ground, it's hitting underneath us and not hitting too wide out, not hitting too far back, and not hitting too far forward. Right underneath us. So work on that bounding and getting that foot to strike right underneath you, okay? Whenever you're ready. Good. Big arms, big arms, big arms. There we go. Good. Good.